If you want to get into retro consoles and you want to get a DS, get one of these. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So I am a big fan of Nintendo and I love collecting Nintendo DS consoles in particular. So I thought this video I would show you my DS console collection and any other Nintendo consoles that I do own, why I've got them, when I got them, and what I want to collect in the future. So if you want to see, then just keep watching this video. So the first DS console I got was the original DS. Now this one is a fat DS is what everyone calls it, but I used to call it a brick DS, and I don't think anyone else calls it brick DS apart from me, because it feels and looks like a brick. So I used to call it the brick DS. This is in pink. It's the first ever DS that got released, and I remember having this for Christmas because one of my friends from school had it and I was like, I really want that, I want to play Nintendogs, and I ended up getting it in a bundle with Nintendogs and a little brown Nintendogs case as well. And yes, so this one I fell in love with it. This is what kicked off my whole Nintendo obsession. So I still have the stylus, which is the original one that it came with. I don't think it came with a second one, but this is the one that I have in it. All the buttons and everything work. The only thing that doesn't work is the screen at the bottom. It does work, but you have to tap it in a certain place to hit another place. Because silly old me, when I was about 8, 9, 10, I can't remember what it was, I thought I was doing a good job by cleaning it, keeping it clean, and I wiped it with a baby wipe. And I never told anyone for a very, very long time that I'd wiped it with a baby wipe. I just said to my mum, oh, the screen's not working, and she took it for repair. It came back and it didn't actually get fixed. So yes, the screen actually does not work because of that reason, because I wet it. But everything else works, it turns on and everything. It just needs charging because it is dead. But the condition of it, the hinge and everything still works, it's functional. The buttons and everything else work, and the screen is absolutely fine. It's just a bit ditched and a bit dirty, but it's not that bad. So this is my first one that I ever owned. Absolutely love this one because this one brings me back to opening it on Christmas Day and finding out that I had a Nintendo DS like everyone else. So yes, this is my first DS console that I actually owned. I think about a year or so later I ended up getting birthday money and the DS Lite had started to come out, and I was like, I want that one now, and I got this one. So to be honest, you would think I was a pink girl. I was not. As a kid, my favourite colour is purple, and it's always been purple, and if it's between purple and pink I will always go for the purple. But the pink ones, I just feel like I was drawn to the pink ones all the time because everyone else had the pink one, so I was like, well, I want the pink one too, even though I wish I'd have got the black one, but pink one it was. So this is the DS Lite. This is my favourite console out of all the DS's that I actually own. This is my favourite one, and this was my most played on, but I really wish I'd have got the black one at the time. But the black one, fingerprint alley is not the word, so if you touch it the fingerprints are unbelievable. But I really like this one. I like this one more than the other one because it's a little bit lighter, suggests the name, but it's a bit more flush, and I really like this one. It has the dust cover as well in this design, which I still own. I still own both of the original styluses that it comes with. One of them at the top, not on the top, one at the bottom is a little bit stabbed, but this one is in perfect condition, and this is the one that it came with. And yes, I have the Nintendo DS Lite in pink, coral, whatever it's called. I love this one. This is still my favourite one to play on because it's just, the screens were better, it was lighter, it was more flush, and I like the design more on this one because on this one it's really bulky and big. But again, they're still really good DS's, and I still would recommend them to this day. If you want to get into retro consoles and you want to get a DS, get one of these, especially the DS Lite. Love it. Then I also own it in metallic rose, which is this one. Now this one wasn't from my childhood. Them ones I've just shown you are the only ones that I've got from my childhood. These are now from my adult life that I've been collecting. So this one again is another DS Lite. The rose gold one, I really like this one. Again, I'm not a pink fan, but I don't know what it is. I love the pink in Nintendo consoles. So the rose gold I have in here. I bought this one on Vinted. The screen does pop out every so often, but it doesn't affect it playing, and it still works everything, but it just pops out. So I don't know if it's been repaired and somebody else has put it in, but it does pop out every so often, but you just push it back in and it's fine. It doesn't affect it. Everything works on here fine, and it's in really good condition to say it's second hand. But yes, it comes with the original stylus as well that it came with. I think this was a US version, so I don't think you can get it in the UK, but this one, again, I had to have this one because I was like, well, it's my favourite. I love it. I love the DS Lite, and I need this colour. So yes, I really wanted a purple one. I wish Nintendo would bring out purple consoles, but they don't. because purple isn't really a favourite of everybody. It's either like pink or blue, but really liked the DS Lite and I really wanted this version, so I got this one as well. Again, it came with a box, it came with the leaflets and everything, and I just love the DS Lite. So if I do my streams on TikTok, which if you don't follow me on there, I do live streams on a Saturday and usually play DS games, and I'll either use my DS Lite in this colour or my other one to play those games. So yes, these ones are my favourite ones. I love the DS Lites and I would recommend if anybody wants to get them. Then the next one I own is a red DSi. Now again, red is not my favourite, but I like this one. So I got this in a bundle of a few other DS's on eBay ages ago, but I didn't keep the other ones because I think there was one that was white and one that was black, and I was like, well, I don't really need 3 of them, and this one's not like my favourite console out of all of them, so I got rid of the other 2 and kept the red one because this was in the better condition. So this one, a lot of people have asked me where this is from, and I was like, well, this is from eBay. I got it in a bundle because they were like, oh, is this like an original colour that it came out with, or was it not? I believe it was. I believe it was original colour, but I think further on down the line. I'm not 100% sure though, so don't quote me on that, but I'm sure it was. So this one is what this one looks like. This one is the DSi. And this is what this one looks like. It didn't come with the original pen, but I'm not really too fussed on that. And then you have the inside as well. So I remember someone at school having this and I was like, I really want the DSi now, because all the rage was the camera, because this is the one that was the first DS that had the camera on. And you could do all them like funny things on it and stuff, and I was like, I really want that. I really want a DSi. So now I have one. So yes, I have a DSi in red as well. Next one I have is also in red. We have a theme going on, but I actually owned this console in pink, surprise surprise, a long time ago, and I didn't really play on it, and I was like, well, I got rid of it, and then I kind of regretted getting rid of it because now I'm starting to collect them again. I'm like, why did I get rid of it? Because that was my brand new 3DS XL in pink with the box, with the games and everything, and I sold a lot. But anyway, we're here now. So I found this one again on eBay, and this was on a bid. I actually got this for quite cheap. It has got quite a few scuffs and scratches on it, but it's not the end of the world. It doesn't affect it from playing or anything, but if I wanted to I could reshell it, but I really don't want to because that's just long. So yeah, I have a red 3DS XL, and this is what it looks like inside, and then obviously on the back as well. But again, this one, there's nothing wrong with it. It was absolutely fine. It was sold as seen, so I could have bought it and there could have been something wrong with it, but it wasn't, and I got it for a bargain price. So it's just a few scratches and marks on it, but I like this one. I like the 3DS XL, but don't get me wrong, it's not my favourite. And you think, well, why? Because it's got a bigger screen, it's got everything else that the other DS's have got on it. You can play normal DS games on it as well as 3DS games on it, but you can't play the Game Boy Advance ones obviously. But I just don't really love the 3DS XL, and the reason why I don't love it is because yes, it has the 3DS option, and I thought, oh my god, that was like all the rage back in the day. I was like, oh my god, that looks really good, but actually it really hurts your eyes, and you don't really tend to use the 3D option, so it was kind of pointless in the end. But I like the fact that it's got a bigger screen, but it just takes, for this one in particular, I don't know whether all the consoles do it, but this one, it takes so long to load and to turn on, whereas my other DS's, they're like that, they come on dead fast. This one takes the piss. But I like the idea that it has all the other functionalities on it. So you could have bought 3DS games off the store. You can obviously put 3DS games in as well as DS games, and just have all the other options on it, what you did on the other DS's, just all in one. But it's not my favourite, unfortunately, and I think the DS Lite just wins it for me, and I love the DS Lite, and that will be my favourite DS. But yeah, I own the 3DS XL as well. Then I own this one. Now this one is controversial for me because this one, I always said it's not my favourite design, and it still isn't. It's still not my favourite design. I don't like the fact that it doesn't fold, but I thought, well, I need one for my collection, and I saw this one in the charity shop actually with a plug and the game as well, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna buy it and see. So I had this one, and I have played it a little bit, and it is, you know, it is alright to play on, but again, it's not my favourite design because it doesn't fold. I don't know why Nintendo decided to bring out a DS that doesn't fold, because then it's not DS, do you know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. But I had to get one anyway for my collection. I really want the purple one, because I know that they did a purple one of this one, but it's just so expensive to find, and if I wanted to I could reshell it if I really wanted to, but I'm like, it's just too much of it. I could put a skin on it, but I don't want to. So yeah, I have a red and white DS, 2DS as well. This one again plays the 3DS and original games as well, and it has all the other functionalities that the 3DS has, apart from the fact that it doesn't fold. So yeah, we have the 2DS as well. Then of course I have my OG Switch. Now this was the first one that ever got released in 2017 with the red and blue Joy-Cons. Now you're thinking, well, they're not red and blue. Well, they were until I changed the shells. I've changed the Joy-Con shells to this chameleon shade, which is actually from Extreme Reach. So it's kind of like a purpley bluey colour if you turn it in certain lights. So they were originally blue and red when they first come with the Switch, and then the back obviously was black, but I've changed it all. But this is my OG from 2017. It's nearly 10 years old, which is fucking mad. There's obviously been other Nintendo Switches that's come out, such as the Lite, the OLED, the improved battery one of this, and then obviously now the Switch 2 as I'm filming this video, which I have ordered and I'm excited to play. But again, like I say, this is my original Switch and I love this one. I like the versatility of it, so you can take the Joy-Cons off, you can play with the tabletop, dock it on your screen, or play it handheld. And I think that's why I love Nintendo so much, because I'm more of a handheld console kind of person rather than, you know, constantly on the computer or on the TV. So yeah, I have that as well. I do have a Nintendo Wii, but it is downstairs. Again, it's more, that's obviously for a TV one, but I don't play on that particularly much. We do have that one. I still have that, and I still have my Wii Fit. That's another Nintendo console I do actually own, but I don't particularly play on it that much because again, you have to stick it into your TV, and I just prefer a handheld instead. Then I also have this one. Now this is not a Nintendo one, but it's still a handheld console, and of course it's in purple. This one is the Miyoo Mini 2, which I actually got for my birthday a few years back, but it plays all the retro games on it. So it has a bundle of games on them, which you can obviously add to, and then you can play them as a Game Boy like sort of styled one. And you have like the likes of like Crash Bandicoot and Tekken and all that on it, from other consoles as well. And I just really like this because you can sit and play like this and play like that. So I have this one. This is the only console that I actually have that was in purple to start with when I bought it, so I have that as well. So yes, they are all the consoles that I've got currently. I am looking to get some more. I really want a 2DS XL, I want a normal 3DS, and I also want I did want a Game Boy at one point, but I was like, I don't know if I do or not, because I never had a Game Boy as a kid and I was never bothered about Game Boy. But I wouldn't mind a Game Boy, or Game Boy Advance, or the SP that flips up, or the original Game Boy Color. I think I want one of them. But they are the consoles that I have currently, and I am waiting to add the Nintendo Switch 2 to my current collection, because that comes out as of June as I'm filming this, and I'm so excited for it because I wanted to get the Switch 2 as soon as it got released. So yes, I have all of those. I don't have as many as like some people do. Obviously some people have a lot more than I do, but this is my current collection and I'm slowly building it up. So yeah, they are all the consoles that I own. If you did enjoy that video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.